Can trainers use HIIT training with this group?
HIIT training, interesting. So for most trainers know that HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. And one of the things that I like about it being interval training is there's a stop and a go and a stop and a go. So you'll train for a little bit and you'll rest. And the work to rest ratio is very, very important for GLP-1 patients because they fatigue quicker. So they may exercise for 30 seconds, but they may be off for 2 minutes. And then you can shorten that to exercising for 1 minute and resting for 1 minute. So that's the beauty of the interval part. The high intensity part, however, could be problematic. I would say that most GLP-1 patients can only train at a moderate clip for the first few weeks until they get accustomed to a regular strength training program. Because in order to improve and in order to maintain and possibly increase that muscle mass, you're going to have to exercise at a pretty high level. And that may be over 75% of your perceived maximal contraction. That's a pretty high level. That's getting into the sports performance regime. So I agree with high intensity interval programs, but what I would tell trainers and what I actually talk about in the book is that you would actually modify the HIIT training from both the intensity and the work to rest ratios. And if you can do that, if you can really marry those two areas well, you're going to have a very successful program because eventually your clients are going to get up to that 70-75% of their maximal effort on a regular basis. We've seen it with cancer patients, we've seen it with other weight loss programs, and we've seen it with the elderly. And they have the ability to do that, but they have to get in shape in order to do that. That's why I like HIIT training, because you can manipulate both the intensity and the work to rest ratios.
And so where can I learn more about training strategies and GLP-1?
I spend a lot of time on exercise training and prescription in this book because that's part of the holy grail of what makes this manual so important. So log on to medhealthfit.com and then click on the GLP-1 button.